last night?
One song. You're stone cold.
Playlist to playlist, man.
This guy's like the bodyguard.
Hey,
I knew it.
Milo. This is making something very clear.
Okay.
Probably wherever Steven is, so.
We got more Taylor.
You ever been skinny dipping?
An invitation?
Oh, I mean, I wasn't.
Would you kiss me?
Maybe I could kiss you?
Ah, get it, guy.
My bad if I was like misreading.
Yeah.
But... Yeah?
Love it.
Excuse me?
You're not ready.
Party in the USA.
You're joking. I do not believe that you're making me do this right now.
Making?
Oh, this is gonna be amazing. She jumps right in. I love how Steven remembers every single step as if he wasn't paying attention. That was really cute.
First person to admit they call feelings loses, right? So I lose, you win.
Okay, drama queen.
Stop. You were always just
Milo's gonna ruin this.
You're my favorite person. Taylor!
Alright, so we have one kiss
Oh, I can track
and
it
one
down if you want.
almost kiss.
Last time I saw Steven, he was with.
I love how they used pool floaties for the chairs.
And my second. It was a good kisser, though. Not as good as you.
Fight! Oh no, that's Steven and Milo. Oh god.
Babe, this is for you.
I literally don't even want this.
Come on, man! Kick his ass, Steve. You got it, Steve.
Oh my god. Milo, stop. You're embarrassing me right now. What's my middle name?
Oh.
I can't do this anymore.
Madison. Her middle name is Madison.
What?
She was able to put a condition into the sale.
Rent it
They've
out.
agreed to let you rent the place for 1 week every summer.
Wait,
Are you serious?
we get to come back?
Tell your mom thanks, but no.
Come on, Conrad, at least hear them out.
We're not gonna pay another family.
Let it go. Yeah, because you're an expert at that.
Jer,
No, this is the he does. It's not just the house. You did it to Belly, too. For my blessing to be with
Oh
her.
true?
Jared, that was between us.
I don't want to be part of this, okay?
Oh, now you don't want to be a part of it?
Belly. Way to go, Jared. Real classy. Yeah. You're real f***ing asshole, you know that? Grow up, Jared.
Kinda
I
are.
did grow up.
I came home every second I could.
But it wasn't every day.
Okay. What do you want, a medal?
When people said that you were better than me, I wouldn't mind because I believed them too. Coward. Not even somebody I want to know.
Oh, no. No, I don't like that. Yeah, I mean, did you think that this wasn't gonna happen? You have like 100 people there.
Leave me alone!
I can't.
They put me down!
You're drunk, Belly.
Go!
Come on. Let me help you. I'm not leaving you, Belly.
So you're gonna pick her up and drop her instead?
If I'd known that, I would have fought for you.
Wow.
What do you mean?
For us, I would have fought for us!
I thought you knew. From the moment we kissed on the beach, I thought you knew.
Why?
I'm like really, this is a ending that I'm gonna have to watch again.
That we loved each other.
We did.
Did?
I guess not enough.
I feel like none of what she just said made sense. And I know she's drunk, but I would have fought for you? Like, why did, I don't...
I'm really sorry about what happened. You have to say what you want, Taylor. It's your move.
You remembered my middle name.
Oh, yay. What a cute shot.
I promised Susanna I wouldn't lose the magic.
Where's Jeremiah? Is she gonna kiss Jeremiah? Oh my god, what is gonna happen? If she freaking kisses Jeremiah after that goddamn conversation with Conrad, oh my god, and there he is. That's probably for the best. Snow on the beach. Oh, girl. Oh, Belly.
Mommy, I need you.
Oh.
I went to the summer house. The boys may never speak to each other. I can't just come and fix it.
Oh. Oh. That was so sad. You all killed me right at the end. What am I supposed to put it on? I don't know. There, boom. Perfect. Everything happens for a reason. I went to that spot for a reason. Okay. That felt like so long. Not in a bad way. All right, there you have it. Episode 6, Love Fest. And we have a festival. We have a party. Good old party in the house because it is being sold. And, God, this episode was so interesting. Finally get the flashback. We finally get the flashback with Susanna and Aunt Julia. If we knew this, it went over my head. I didn't realize that Aunt Julia and Susanna have different mothers. So here's where the conflict comes in for Aunt Julia, because we find out that Susanna's mother was not very kind to her. She said some really terrible things. She made her feel unwanted. She hated being there because she hated Aunt Julia being there, and that's terrible. That is absolutely awful. So it makes complete sense now why she wouldn't want to keep the house. Why would she? It was a place where she was never welcome. The issue is that Susanna clearly was trying to make it a place where she could feel welcome by inviting her, telling her, let's go, we used to walk on the beach, remember all these memories. But Susanna is very much so the type of person that fabricates things to make herself happy and make everybody else around her happy, right? She is sitting there stuffing her own stocking because Adam is too busy to do it, and she bought all of her own Christmas gifts. I think what made Aunt Julia snap is when she said, if she said those things, and Julia says, she said them. Don't act like it wasn't said. What do you mean, if? She said those things. So you're taking my pain and my suffering and diminishing it into, well, maybe it happened, maybe it not. No, it freaking happened. So I understand Julia's side of it more so. However, with that said, you would think that Julia would understand that Susanna was that kind of a person. Like Sky put it perfectly. She was in denial, sure. But, you know, you could have made it work. You could have figured out a way. You could have reached out together. I always hate when people are like, why didn't you call me? Well, why didn't you call me? The phone works both ways, you know? So I just feel like it was kind of foolish on both of their parts. And Sky brought up, I can't remember exactly how they said it, but it was something along the lines of, or the way I interpreted it rather, was that Aunt Julia is taking this situation and deflecting for the pain that she is feeling because she feels guilty that that relationship with Susanna was never mended. She feels like she should have called. She should have been there. She should have went to the funeral. She should have, prior to that, fixed that relationship, and she didn't. But then she gets herself angry because neither did Susanna, as far as we know. So it's just now the fact that she is gone and will never get that opportunity again, it eats her up inside. I can relate to that with certain situations where it's like when you lose somebody, you never get that chance again to kind of mend things or find closure in certain situations because they're gone. That's it. You don't get them anymore. That closure is gone. And so it sucks because I understand her pain. I understand her pain. At the same time, it doesn't diminish the fact that she is hurting these boys. She is hurting these kids. She should be a little more understanding, especially considering what she went through with her stepmom. You would think that she would consider the way that she is acting towards them as similar to the way that she was treated by this woman. Sky stands their ground and they're like, I'm not going with you. I respect Sky for that because these are relationships and friendships that Sky's never had before. Sky has said before that they kind of just keep to themselves. They're a nerd. They live Bitcoin. There's not a huge friend circle or people like this group. And let's face it, this group is very unique and they're a family, you know, they're not a friend group. They're literally a family. Now that they've made these connections and likes Cameron a lot, they don't want to go. And so I like that Sky stayed. And so now we have the task of what should we do in the last night of the house we're gonna have a party. They go to Party City, they max out the credit card, they get a bunch of stuff, and we're having a grand old time. But along this way, we have all of these uncomfortable moments. It's like, this show does such a good job of making you lose yourself in these sweet little instances, and then you snap out of it. It's like we're Belly. You're like, oh, Conrad, wait, what? No, what is happening right now? Oh, Jeremiah, wait, what? No, what is happening right now? You shouldn't be doing this with either of them. And it's happening and you want it to, but then you remember you don't. And so we have Jeremiah in the pool where they're wrestling and then they're holding hands. And then we have Conrad in the store where he's putting the glasses on her and she apologizes to him, which I don't understand why Jeremiah didn't apologize to her for what he said. He said some really hurtful things. But we find out that he was having a panic attack, which is why he was with Aubrey, which is why he was laying down. Makes a lot of sense. Belly keeps flopping back and forth. We are now at the point too where what happened with Conrad happened, and she is very much so saying like she wants this to be in the past. What does she say to Jeremiah when he's like, you were looking at Conrad kind of like you were looking at him in this picture? And she's like, well, sometimes you're getting over your past while moving forward in the present or in the future, more or less saying there's still an attraction somewhat there, but I'm getting over it and it's gonna be done with now. Why would you say that to him? You know that that's not true. And in doing so, you're giving him hope. You're making him think, oh, okay, well, at the start of this, we were going to be together, and then you left me to be with Conrad. But now that you're saying Conrad's going to be in the past and you're done with that, maybe we could try. You're giving him hope. And so we almost kiss on the couch, and it doesn't happen. And then we have this whole thing with, oh my gosh, the thing with Steven and Taylor is so freaking cute. The party in the USA dance, absolutely adorable. I knew Milo was going to come in. I knew Milo was going to ruin it. I have to say, I can't really blame Milo because this is technically his girlfriend, but he's an idiot and he kind of sucks. So I don't understand the whole fight. That was really weird, but kind of entertaining at the same time. I just love how it ends with, what's my middle name? And Steven yells Madison. Her middle name is Madison. He memorized the dance that her and Belly did from when they were younger. He has been infatuated with her for a long time. So they finally get their kiss at the end of the episode. I like how he says it too. He's like, Taylor, you need to tell me what you want. What do you want? And they kiss, and I love that. We see some old faces. We also have a moment with Sky and Cam. I love these conversations too because Sky is very persuasive and can talk to Cam in ways that I feel like the rest of the group can't. It's more of like on a leveled one-on-one situation where they just feel comfortable and open with each other, which is interesting to see since they've known each other for days now, not even, but they're talking to each other as if they've known each other for a while, a long time. And they kind of persuade Cameron to go on the boat. He admits that part of the reason is because he didn't want to leave his mom. They're so close after the sister died, and he's worried about how she might react. And then Cam repays Sky by kissing them. I love how he answers that too. Oh, and I love the conversation with Taylor and Sky where they're like, so the teeth and the tongue, and I don't know how to do this. And I love that the girls treat that like, that's okay. You've never kissed anybody before. That's okay. But yeah, will you kiss me? And before they're even done talking, Cameron's like, yeah. Yes, I want to. So I love them as a couple. I think they're adorable. Like, again, these weird situations where, Jeremiah's looking at Belly, and then Conrad's looking at Belly, and then Jeremiah's looking at Belly, and Conrad's looking at Belly, and it's like, oh, back and forth. Let me know what y'all think about this in the comments, because this is where it gets weird for me, okay? So Sky is all excited, because they're like, I've been talking to my mom, and people aren't going to use the house the whole summer, so they agreed to give us a week every summer for us to rent it out. Jeremiah and Belly, all excited. Conrad, I don't give a shit. What? This is where I almost feel like the privilege, the rich privilege of Conrad kicks in and gets very obnoxious. So I feel like what I hear is, no, I want the whole summer. And he's a spoiled brat. But what I feel they're trying to show through his character is it's not about having the whole summer, it's about having the house in general. Like, this was my mother's, and now someone else is gonna have it, and I'm gonna be there knowing it's not hers. It's the principle of it, it's the feel of it. But it's like, listen, do you know how freaking lucky you are to be able to take the entire summer of the last 20 years of your life on a vacation? Like, some people don't even get a few days vacation in the summer, let alone an entire summer. So you're very fortunate that your mother and your father were so freaking rich, they bought you this gigantic mansion where you got to have summer vacations every single year for 3 months out of the summer. That's freaking fantastic. But now you have to compromise for the situation because life sucks sometimes. Life changes, things move on, things happen. And you're still getting a week. Sure, it's going to be owned by a different person, but they're not going to be there. Sure, it's going to be furnished with different things, but what's the saying? If these walls could talk, the memories, they would say. You still have the memories and the moments of the situations that you spent in the house. It's not about the house, it's about the time and the memories created in the house. So to be stubborn and be like, no, I don't care, I don't want it, blah, blah, blah. I felt like it seemed really bratty and shitty of him. So I think that's why Jeremiah snapped, where he's like, why do you get to decide? What the heck is wrong with you? And they start fighting. Now it is exposed that Conrad went to Jeremiah and asked him to his blessing, if you will, to be with Belly. And Belly gets upset because she didn't know that he did that. She thought that they had just talked about it in passing and it happened. So now we're on the beach, Conrad and Belly, and I'm thinking that she's like, I didn't know you went to Jeremiah. If I knew that. I thought she was going to get mad and say, if I knew that, I would have said no because we had agreed to not be with each other. I agreed to not be with you. I agreed to not be with Jeremiah. We were going to focus on Susanna and her getting better, and that was what was most important. But instead she says, I would have fought for you? What do you mean, I would have fought for you? I would have fought for you. That night at the prom, I would have fought for you to stay. I would have fought for you to stay. And he says, I thought you knew. Like, Belly, how did you not know? I'm so confused. How did you not know? The boy showed up at your house in the middle of October, in the middle of the night, unannounced, and was like, I have candy. I love you. I want to be with you. Like, was that not a staple of love? I don't understand. You guys went to the beach house when it was snowing and you had this romantic night where you lost your virginity and it was so special and pure and happiness and love. How did you not know? What do you mean if I knew I would have fought for you? You should have fought for him. I don't understand. The only way that I can explain it is that she was drunk. She was drunk, so half of what she was saying was not making sense. It just didn't make sense to me. I would have fought for you. What do you mean? Why didn't you? I don't understand why you didn't. Like, I get it, we see both sides of things from different perspectives, and she felt like he was being very absent. I think it was kind of of him to leave the prom, but now we're all kind of in agreement that he was probably about to have a panic attack. He confessed in the Party City story that he has panic attacks. I guess she's not taking that into consideration now, knowing that, because she was drunk, so she's not thinking straight. I don't know. I just feel like that whole conversation was so messy and all over the place. Conrad was just like, what? And that's how I felt. I was like, what? Like, what is happening right now? I also, don't think it's a great move that he picked her up, threw her over his shoulder, and then, she's wrestling around, so he drops her. But I get that he's been drinking too, so it was just kind of weird. I guess his instinct was I want to protect you, and then that happened, but I feel like it was trying to symbolize that, every time her and Conrad try to protect one another or do something for the other, it kind of just ends up they fall on their faces. Maybe it was symbolic of that. Maybe I'm just trying to look for something symbolic because it was so weird. It was such a weird situation. But regardless, she goes back to the house. She is completely shit-faced. She is chugging what looks like vodka, tequila. She sees Jeremiah. And she starts like, oh, stumbling towards him. He's smiling, all happy. And now Conrad's behind her. And now that is symbolic. We have this moment of where she looks at Conrad. She looks at Jeremiah. She's stuck in the middle. Conrad walks away. Jeremiah walks away. She loses it. She goes upstairs. She calls her mom. This is where things are going to take a turn in the next episode. Because now Laurel knows. Now she's gonna know where the hell they've been, what they've been doing, the fact that they lied. But I think it's going to be a spin on, like, Laurel keeps hiding her true emotions and how she feels about the situation, how sad she is about it. I have a feeling that she's gonna hear this. She's gonna fly down there, and it's gonna be like an oddly enough a warm, loving bonding moment for them to go through this and process what is happening together in the house. But it's so sad. Her message is so sad. She starts with mommy. Not mom. Mommy. She never says mommy. She goes, mommy, I need you. I need you. If I got this message and I had a kid, I would, like, shit pants, because she sounds like she is, like, dying. She's hysterically crying, screaming, I need you. And then she says, you know, the boys are never going to speak again because they fought right in front of her, and she feels like she's the cause of this. The house is gone. She's watching people break the windows and spray paint the walls, and it's literally like the house is just falling apart in front of her eyes. And then she hangs up the phone. What a freaking roller coaster ride of an episode. This was absolute insanity. It was just crazy. It was absolutely crazy. I don't know how this could work with either of them at this point. Like, it really, I feel like she just keeps on pulling them in and then pushing them away. Pulling them in and then pushing them away. How much can somebody take of that before they're like, oh my God, I never want to even speak to you again? Like, good God, I can't do this. I can't do this anymore. Like, that's how I would feel, at least. And on top of it all, there's a family connection there. There's brothers. So I just, oh my God, like, I know they're going to make it work somehow, but I don't know where this is going to go with the two of them. I don't know how the season is going to end. I am so confused right now. She says, I thought we both loved each other, and he said we did. And that's where she really snaps, because she looks at him like, oh, did, not do. But again, she was drunk, so we have to talk to a sober belly in the morning. This is going to be a freaking weird-ass breakfast. Not for Steven and Taylor, though. And Cam and Sky, they're all happy, but holy crap. Okay, I'm done. I lied. I said I was going to do that quick, and I've been talking for like 20 minutes. Overall, fantastic episode. So good. Roller coaster of emotions, though. Holy crap. I cannot wait to see what happens on the next episode. And until the next reaction, so long, everyone. Try to make someone smile today. You never know when they might need it next. Bye. I need to go the frick to sleep. No, I have to edit this. Damn it.